Let's get learning with Santino.
Hi everyone, I'm Santino and today we're getting crafty and making our very own analog clock. Here's one that I made earlier. I'll be guiding you step by step as you make your own. Here are the things that you'll need. To make your model clock, you'll need a paper plate, a pencil, 2 pieces of coloured card, a split pin, number cards from 1 to 12, and glue. So, let's get learning! Before we get creating today, I wonder, have you spotted any clocks this week? Did you find one in your learning space? How about at home? Well, clocks are a very useful tool that help us tell the time. Analog clocks are round. They have the numbers from 1 to 12 all the way around, and the pointers inside the clock are called the hands of the clock. Okay, let's make our very own model clock. Let's begin by grabbing a pencil and our paper plate. Step 1, find the very center of the circle and draw a dot on the plate. Our plate is round, just like this clock. This is called the face of the clock, and this is going to be the face of our clock. But what's missing around here? Yes, numbers. Step 2, create a circle of numbers around the face. Start with 12 at the top, and then place 6 at the bottom. Next, we'll add 3 to the right and 9 to the left. Once you have 12, 6, 3 and 9 in the right places, carefully glue them down. Pause it here while you glue. If your clock looks like this, then it's time to add the rest of the numbers. Step 3. Add more numbers to your clock face. 2 numbers should fit between each of the ones that we've already glued down. 1 and 2 fit here, then 4 and 5 after 3. After 6 comes 7 and 8. And then up here after 9 is 10 and 11. Space your numbers equally around and then glue them down. Are your numbers fitting nicely around the plate? Then grab your coloured card and let's make our clock hands. Step 4. Cut out 2 thin rectangles to be the clock hands, like these ones. One should be a short rectangle and one should be a long rectangle. Place the cards in the centre like this. The short hand on top of the long hand. Watch as I carefully line them up with the dot in the center. For this next step, you'll need the help of a grown-up to secure the hands with a split pin. So pause it here and thumbs up when you have a grown-up with you. Step 5. Secure the clock hands with a split pin. Get a grown-up to push the pin carefully through the end of the short hand, then through the long hand, and then push it into the dot at the center of your clock face. Once it's gone through, flip over the plate and then split open the pin, just like this. And there we have it, our very own analog clock with our 12 numbers, the long hand and the short hand. Now we can practice showing different times on our clocks. For today, let's keep the long hand on the 12 and we'll just move this short hand. The short hand is the hour hand. Have a look at how the hands can point to different numbers. Can you point the shorthand to the 1? This is 1 o'clock. Now, point the shorthand to the 2. This is 2 o'clock. Let's move the hour hand to the 3. This is 3 o'clock. How would you show 4 o'clock on your clock? Yes, the shorthand pointing to the 4. So our clock is showing 4 o'clock. Let's move to 5 o'clock. Six o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Both hands are pointing to 12 when it's 12 o'clock. What hour will come after 12 o'clock? Show what you're thinking on your clock. We've just shown 12 o'clock, so when the shorthand moves around, it's 1 o'clock again. Look at our amazing clocks. Great job! Find a safe place to keep your model clock so we can use them again next time. And this week, keep a lookout for more clocks around you and take notice of where the long hand and the shorthand are pointing. Happy learning and see you next time. Be sure to like and subscribe. There's lots more to see. Come back again soon for more learning with me.